You're watching Pulse for the 25th of April, and right now we're going to have a look at some World of Warcraft news. In this week's episode, we do once again have a look at patch 4.3.4 that is in fact now live on all realms. We check out a quick annual pass reminder, we read about the final 400,000 Mists of Pandaria beta invites that went out, even more Mists of Pandaria updates, with the biggest being that a working version of the pet battle system is now live. Yes indeed, quite cool, and it seems like it will be a lot of fun. All of that and more. Let's get straight to the news. First up, patch 4.3.4 is now live on all realms. I won't be covering the patch notes here in this episode as we have actually had a look at them before, but if you feel the need to check them out again, then you can find them linked in the description below this video. As I said last week though, there really isn't that much to look at anyway. Added to this, you can also check out the most recent hotfixes for patch 4.3, these were applied on April the 17th. Now moving along, as adventurers gear up to battle demonic hordes with the impending launch of Diablo 3, the World of Warcraft annual pass offer will soon close to new signups. If you plan on questing in both Sanctuary and Azeroth in the coming year and haven't signed up yet, now's your chance. The annual pass is a deal that should not be missed. If you play in World of Warcraft, that is. Who knows, the next time Blizzard introduce it, it might not have as special a bonus with it as the full version of Diablo 3. So you have until Monday, April the 30th to sign up for the WoW Annual Pass, which includes a 12-month subscription commitment to World of Warcraft, a free digital version of Diablo 3, which will be available when the game launches, the Tyrael's Charger flying mount for WoW, and other epic benefits that you can read all about below. Have any more of you guys been lured in to commit to 12 months of World of Warcraft yet? It really is a good deal, especially if you're going to play and pay for those 12 months anyway. Next up, tying in with a previous piece of news, Blizzard sent out the remaining 400,000 Annual Pass beta invites on the 19th of April. This concludes the entirety of those who had signed up for the offer thus far. The Annual Pass offer is obviously still available for a couple more days, as I mentioned, and those that order it or commit before April the 30th will still receive those beta invites. So if you've not found your way into the beta yet, it's not too late. Blizzard also mentioned with this that after sending the 400,000 invites out, some of them actually bounced back, which is pretty sad, but they should have already been resent, and those that were waiting for them no doubt already have them, and are probably already enjoying the Mists of Pandaria beta, and the mount, and all the other goodies. Read more about all of this below, and now let's move on to talk about what's been happening with Mists of Pandaria over the past week or so. First, the biggest and most interesting addition that came with the most recent build, 15640, we now have access to an early version of the Pokemon-style pet battle system that many, if not most of us, have been waiting for. You can now head down to Goldshire or Razor Hill to be trained in pet battling. When you do so, you will be given two abilities, pet battle training and track pets, and after that, well, then it's all up to you. Head out, battle the creatures of the wild for experience or to capture them, or challenge fellow players to pet battle duels. I'll bet all those guys and girls that have been collecting all those pets over the years are smiling really big right now. I'm not going to be covering the specifics or the fine details of pet battling here, but if you want to be the very best, or just read more about the whole pet battle thing, then you can head on over to MMO Champion for what is probably, right now at least, the most thorough walkthrough of the system and everything it entails. Better yet, you could log on to the beta servers to try it out for yourself. I will definitely get some videos up of the pet battle system soon, probably after I finish the starter area, so look out for that. Anyway, let's move along. You can now create pre-made level 85 characters in-game at the character creation screen. Really, really cool, and that's gonna save a lot of people a ton of time. Then a few new area previews have been set up over at MMO Champion, and they are, as always, well worth looking at. Which previews, you ask? Well, they have a zone preview up of the Kunlai Summit, which I have to say is looking incredibly good. You can see this one and most of the others in video or screenshot form, whichever you prefer. A preview of the Zandalari Island off the coast of Pandaria, which I'm not sure I like. Yet. I've kind of had enough of those silly trolls, they're everywhere. Then there are questing previews and posts up, starting with a dynamic questing preview that shows off all the different rewards that different classes get from the same quests, I think. There's a preview up of the Cloud Serpent questing area. That's where you raise your own Cloud Serpent mount, kind of like you can do right now on the live servers with the Raptor in Ngoro Crater, except with a Cloud Serpent, which some, or most, would probably say is infinitely cooler. There's a preview up of the Stormstout Brewery Broken Dreams quest and walkthroughs of both the Horde and Alliance Pandaren introductions. Next, both MMO Champion and Wowhead have discovered yet more pet battle information, with the highlight being the following. It seems like all pets have a type, and that type has a passive or racial ability. For example, undead pets are damned and come back to life for one round after being defeated. Critters are elusive and break out of crowd control effects more quickly, and many others for the various different types. Very cool. There were also a couple of new pets added, I think 5 in total, which can also be found linked below. Along with all of this, as if it wasn't already enough, you can watch a huge raid take down the world boss Galleon, check out a bunch of other changes and information regarding guild perks, scenarios, encounter journal updates, new models, achievement updates, and more. There really is too much good stuff to keep us busy, and it can all be found linked in the description below this video. Check it out and enjoy. With that done, let's move on to the World of Warcraft Smalls. First up, over at the official site, the Arena Pass is starting. Are you ready to fight? Prepare yourself. Then another Did You Know post, this one about social networking. There's some new Warcraft art to have a look at, along with a new comic, a new screenshot gallery featuring the Celestial Steed. Have a look at an interesting video right here on YouTube titled Crueler Heads Prevail. And lastly, read about the next Save the Children charity marathon being organized by MMO Champion and everyone involved there. That is sadly all I have for you in the World of Warcraft news this week. Remember, you can, as always, find a couple of extra blue posts linked below if you haven't had your fill of World of Warcraft news just yet. Check back here soon for more, like the video and do all that other good stuff, and most importantly, happy signing up for that annual pass. If you're gonna do it. If not, then happy something else.